The Dolce Vita Project started back in my very own bedroom in 2015. I went through domestic abuse myself, and I went through many services, multi-agency services was involved, criminal court, family court. I went through a 10-year journey being involved with multiple services as a victim of domestic abuse. But one thing that stood out for me was my support network and how some of those people could not attend meetings with me because they were male. I couldn't understand when I had support to why they were being dismissed. Through my own journey, I've seen a separation. I've seen a difference in how people was being treated. And for me, that wasn't fair. So putting my thoughts together, I decided to create the Dolce Vita Project. Back in 2016, we were the first registered domestic abuse and parental alienation charity that was working from a non-gender specific focus. And I'm very proud of that. So as I take you on the journey of where we were at the beginning, it was really important, as I says, to have it from a non-gender. We're all children. Every one of us has trauma that we have experienced of some kind from our childhood. We've all lost friendships, male friendships. We've all had family difficulties, siblings growing up fighting with each other. It's all had emotional impact or psychological impact. Sometimes within our own sibling rivalries, let's say, we segregate. We have two favourite sisters, one big brother. Brothers and sisters suffering parentification, where they become parents themselves and take on the role and don't get to live a childhood. We're all on a journey, and I believe that journey should be no different whether we're man or woman. We are human beings, spirits seeking human connection. We're children, as I say, in adult bodies, carrying our environments we grew up on, our friendships we had, our intimate partner relationships we had, how we reacted to those situations. Were they positive reactions? Were they good responses? How did we learn our behaviours from the environments we grew up in? Some of us had stable upbringings. Some of us had rocky. Some of us was in the care system. The foundation of any family life is your basic needs to be identified, to be recognised. We're all gifts. And today, we all sit recognising the harm that is being done to the men in our society. I have a brother, I have a father, I have uncles, I have a son who may be unfortunate to experience intergenerational abuse. We don't know the relationships our children will go on to. But today we have an opportunity to listen to the real voices of the men and the boys in our society that has been impacted. Human experiences. You'll take away something I say today, or you might dismiss it. But if there's something that I say, be curious. Why am I thinking that? Why has that touched a chord in me? What am I relating to? Listen to yourself with curiosity. Be present with your thoughts and open to new learnings. We're gifts of life. It begins in the home, where we teach or learn our own self-regulation. We don't talk about self-regulation from a man's perspective or from a woman's perspective. We talk about an experience that we're having in our human bodies. Some of that regulation is taught through fight, flight, freeze, fawn, flock. Our responses to what we've picked up on. The learned patterns, how we react with people. We all want a safe place to be. And in everything I've said so far, man and woman and children all experience that. And if we're not, we're floaters, we're ghosts, observing and watching, and we're not having human experiences, not human connections. Because through my journey and the counsellors and therapists that I spoke to, every one of them has says, we're all here with the same voice, with the same experiences. The learnings from the Dolce Vita, from the men and women we work with, and the grandfathers who come through our doors wanting to support their daughters and sons, they often have found that they're in denial, denying their experiences because it's too hard for them to experience in that time. They minimise their abuse because they don't have the words to describe it. They are judged on their reactions and how they present. Sometimes they come in frustrated. And the man who says to us, I'm classified as being angry, but I'm frustrated. I'm reacting to the abuse I'm suffering. What we do is listen. Because of all the grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers and fathers we spoke to, every single woman took it back. What about the children? So if we're going to start talking about children, are we only going to just talk about the female? The young girls? The young boys? Are we going to start treating with equality and fairness? One voice with one message. We are human beings here to connect and to find our inner beings. If you can notice for just one moment the presence of the gifts that sit in front of you, drink it in. I will learn from each and every person that I have spoke with today, that I have had the honour to listen to. But what was important, not only for my own learnings and for the team of the Dolce Vita, and for those we represent and our beneficiaries that come into us, that we give them consistency. That we are there for them, not just on a once-off. We are there with them on their journey, when they're ready, and when they can sit with us. They begin to explore their inner selves, the hidden self, that they've never given to anyone else. And that's an absolute honour. That someone would sit down and start to be their true self, to trust you, to allow you to explore with them a new way of being. Their real self. Supported to make decisions, recognised for the abuse that they suffered, believed. This then gives them a new way of being. I constantly talk about gifts, because that's what we are. Every single one is. Traumas, being brought up with separated parents, being brought up within an alcoholic home, witnessing domestic abuse, whatever our traumas are, no one has the perfect life. We're all doing the best we can. So when it comes to support, we have to give them the best we can, regardless if they're male or female. Encouragement, assurance, new beginnings, new journeys. All children, any person, all families, all communities. Permission to be loved, and to love.